What's good, Moto fam? JD here with Supercross.com, and I have a man with me today. He needs no introduction. Some of you know him as the male model in Supercross. Some of y'all know him as one of the best 250s there are, Mr. Colt Nichols. How you doing today, sir?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great as usual. Got things moving. Like you said, I'm a busy man at times, but
Oh,
overall, I'm trying to stay busy, man. Trying to stay busy.
you're not trying. You're doing.
Yeah.
So you were even like right now, like you're fitting me in a small window. What have you had going on today, just as an example?
Today, for instance, we did me and Swanee, my trainer, we did an early morning cycle this morning. Took off at 7:30 from the gym and did our nice little base ride. Come back and been doing those fasted in the morning. So I'll come back, have my breakfast, usually another coffee because I'm a big coffee guy, and then after that, it's usually right to the gym, man. So right now, I'm in the small little window where I'm kind of taking a minute to digest the food before we hit the gym and get things going. Then after that, we'll usually go do some sort of therapy. Today I'll probably go do probably the cryo chamber, maybe even a sauna a little bit at some point. But on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to an actual therapy place and just
Okay.
strictly working on my shoulder, trying to get that thing going because I got hurt back on October 8th, and it's been nothing but therapy since, trying to get it strong and moving and just trying to get back on the dirt bike, really.
If you had to give it a percentage, where would you say you're at? 60%, 70%, or do you have a feeling for it?
Uh, Not. We're actually getting close, man. I don't know if I can quite say it's right where it needs to be, but it's pretty close. I mean, we've done all the hard work. Now it's just like getting that last little bit in, like that last little bit of strength, the last little bit of mobility back. But I go to the doctor tomorrow, and I'm hoping he gives me a green light to do some light riding and kind of get going a little bit. But we'll see. I got my fingers crossed. That's for sure.
Good, good, dude. So you had initially, like we were saying, this goal of hitting the East Coast rounds,
Yep.
and Tampa's coming up. It's got to be tough for you not to be heading to Tampa. Do you guys kind of have some ideas? Is the outdoors a for sure, or are you gonna do some off season stuff? What you got going on?
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, it's tough not going to Tampa. I wish I was racing at the first race and actually have a legit shot at a championship this year. And after coming off such a good year last year, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to go win a championship, and that was it. So it is a bummer for me, but I can't change the past. All we can do is work on the future. And all I really want to do is race Supercross. So whatever that means, I'm going to get back on the bike hopefully next week. And once again, this is if everything goes well. If not, then we'll take our time and come back when we can. But overall, once I get on the bike, it's a long time to be off the bike, 4 months, a 4 month injury, and that's exactly what this is. So once we get going, we'll just kind of take it day by day, and if things progress like I want, and we do a few weeks of riding outdoors, and we feel comfortable and everything's all right, we'll maybe try to ride some Supercross, and after that, it's really just a matter of when I feel like I've got my feet wet enough to go race, like my speed's up, and I can make a moto, longer than 5 minutes, and things like that. So, I mean, riding shape obviously is completely different from being off the bike shape. But I don't know, man. I would love to do some Supercrosses. I'll probably at least miss the first four or so.
Hmm.
Um, so we're kind of trying to plan, a little bit, but we can't really until we get on the bike and kind of feel things out and see where we're
Yeah.
at. So that's kind of the idea so far. But definitely outdoors. Hopefully, 2, 3, 4 Supercrosses. Just depends on how things go. But that's the plan for now. But we'll see how it all shakes down.
Okay. So I got a few questions for you. I'm gonna leave.
Go ahead.
I'll leave the bike alone, leave the
All
team
righty.
alone, the shoulder alone, all that stuff. I have a few
All righty.
questions. Okay. First off, so you're a shoe man. You and Bogle, Justin, both of y'all are shoe men,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We are.
So how big's the collection at this point?
Uh
Are you a,
Man.
are you a, are you a hoarder, or do you give them away at some point? Like what's it? Are you at a storage unit off site someplace you're not telling people about?
I probably could at this point, to be honest. It's pretty ridiculous, but no, it actually has worked out all right because my little brother, he actually wears the same size shoe as I do. So whenever I
Oh,
was done with a pair, or whenever I needed to clear some space out for some new ones, I would kind of pawn them off on him, and he would happily take them. But The collection's actually getting pretty big. It's kind of embarrassing a little bit, but it is what it is. Everyone's got their little thing. Mine just happens to be shoes. So
nope. You see my nonverbal? Nope.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
such thing as too big of a collection. Keep it
yeah.
going, Bo. Keep it
I
going.
got quite a few. Yeah, it's been ever since I was little. I love basketball. My sister actually played college ball. My dad played a little bit of college ball, and I love playing basketball. I did it all the way up until I graduated high school, and it's just a fun little thing I like to do, and I absolutely love playing. And that's where the shoe thing came in. And I obviously love Michael Jordan and everything like that. So I got me a bunch of Jordans and some basketball shoes out the wazoo. So it's just, I don't know, I like it, man. I do. I love it.
So when the call's over with, if you want, we can compare collections of J's.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
compare because I am the guy who has the off-site storage spot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be me one day. That's gonna be me, 100%.
I am in the industry. I'm the plug.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep.
so you might be the guy that I need to go
I'm the
to.
guy.
I have a hard time. I'll set my alarm at 6:55. They're gonna drop on the sneakers app at 7, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I can never get it. It is
No,
such a bummer.
you don't need to do that. I am the guy. You don't need to do that
Okay.
anymore.
All right, easy enough. That's good to know. That's good to know.
So you played ball. You come from a family of ball players. That's cool. I
Yep.
didn't know that. So there was a guy who was telling me that your sister that I guess she does some modeling or whatnot. But I didn't know that she was a ball player. Dude, you come from a
Yeah.
family of them. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. My dad, he just loved to play in high school, and went to like a little JUCO and tried to play for a little bit. It was like a walk on. He just realized he had to get a regular job and do all that stuff. But my sister, she actually got a full ride scholarship to go play at a junior college to play ball for 2 years, and man, she loved it. It was her life. I actually switched high schools because of her. Like they had a better basketball program, so we went there. And yeah, whenever she first graduated and did all that, she loved basketball. It was all she wanted to do. And then she kind of realized maybe she wanted to do some other stuff in life. So she did the modeling thing, moved up to New York for a few months, got a little apartment, did all that. So yeah, she's been around. She's been all over. But yeah, we love our basketball for sure. March Madness is coming up. Everyone's all pumped. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it
yeah,
is.
it's exciting, man. We love it.
So you're a Sooners fan? Oklahoma fan?
I was kind of torn a little bit on the whole thing because my mom actually went to OSU, so she's a diehard OSU fan.
Oh, Cowboy.
Yeah,
Okay.
she went to college there. So, and then obviously it's hard not to root for the Sooners because they were always in a position where they were maybe playing for like a championship of football, or they had
Right.
Blake Griffin went to OU, and I was a huge Blake Griffin fan. So I cheered for OU then, and I just loved those dudes. I thought they were awesome. So,
Dude.
Kinda
Well, actually, last 10 years or so, dude, they have put out some really, really good players.
they have.
And
They have
so
really good players.
they've been fun to watch. They've had kids.
Yeah.
They have put 40 up on the board quick if you're not careful. So that's
I
fun to
know.
watch.
It is.
Really
It makes
fun.
it exciting, dude, especially whenever you can get to where it's like tournament time and any game you watch. I mean, there's teams I'd never even heard of, players I'd never heard of, and I'm sitting there yelling at the TV. It's so exciting. It makes it so fun. So I absolutely love it. We're diehards over here, so it makes it cool.
Nice. That's what's up. So
Yeah.
next question. What's in the playlist right now? What are you currently listening to a lot?
Oof. My recently played is probably a lot of actually just not long ago, Russ dropped a new album. I like Russ. He's a wonderful artist. I've been listening to him quite a bit. He's got some good new music out, and I'd have to look at my recently played, but definitely the Russ album. I've definitely been playing that quite a bit. That's pretty awesome. It's probably scattered with a bunch of random stuff. There's probably an Usher song on there, Weekend song. I'm a little bit like that. I like me a good love song, of course, But and then there's probably some Luke Combs on there. I mean, I'm spread everywhere pretty much, but
Okay.
I just like some good music, man. I'm all over the place really with it, but
So your old lady's name is it Myra? Is that how you say
yeah,
it?
Myra, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have an Usher song, I mean,
Yeah.
Myra's got to be upset anyway. So
Yeah.
you better
Oh,
have something in the playlist there.
Gotta have something to make the women happy, you know
That's
what I mean?
right.
She loves it, so yeah. I mean, I gotta have something like that.
And what is it? It's the 13th. Yeah, you better come up with a good playlist. You ain't got but a day. So
I've actually been stressing because I'm like, oof, And go get me some chocolate or something, maybe flour too, something to keep the old lady happy. But yeah, I haven't done it yet, so I'm slacking.
You shouldn't have said that, dude. Now that's out there. You put that out there
Yeah,
the day before.
that's
Shoot.
all right.
Okay.
That's all
So,
right.
um, and literally, man, like what I wanted to do is just kind of shoot the bull for a sec. We haven't chat. We've been
Yeah,
texting a ton, and we just haven't had a chance to be able to get you on. But I appreciate it. So the
yeah.
last thing, let's talk about the merch for a sec.
Oh yeah, yeah. The merch is it's in the works. It's in the works. We did our first little collection, and it actually went really well with FMF. We actually ended up selling out of pretty much everything that we made, and it was just t-shirts and hoodies with a few different little colorways. And this next
Hmm.
time, I really want to try to branch out and do some more stuff. Maybe do some beanies, some hats. I know it's starting to get a little warmer, but overall, I've always wanted to do that stuff anyway. And then a completely new design on a tee. And last time I had the little native thing going with some feathers on it and stuff. And we'll probably try to keep that moving. We might change it up a little bit, do some more stuff. But yeah, it's in the works. I'm hoping we get some stuff going soon, and I can have some things for people to buy if they want to support me. And that's the whole idea. So we'll get it going. I'll
So I
keep
got
everyone updated when it's that time for sure.
good. So I got some buddies over at N7. They're at the Nike division,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was telling them about you. So if anything else, we need to get you a couple of J's, some N7s that these
Oh,
guys.
100%. Every single time an N7 collection drops, I get something. Last time I got sweatpants and 2 shirts and a hoodie. So every
Good.
single time it drops, I like to get something off of there because the stuff looks awesome and obviously it means something to me. So I think
Yeah.
it looks great too. So yeah, I'm down with that. I'm ready.
Cool. All
I'm
right,
ready.
man. Well, hey, I'll let you get back at it. I appreciate the visit. Like I said, I know you're busy. You got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, at
Hey,
times I certainly do. But yeah, I appreciate the call, man. It was good to chat, and like I said, we've been trying to do this for a while, so I'm glad we
yeah.
got to make it happen.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back after it.
Sounds great. Once again, we'll talk soon.
Yep.
Thanks
Talk
again. I
soon.
appreciate it.
Okay. Later, Colt.
All right, see you, Diddy.